He's big, he's green, and nothing can stop him. No, it's not the Hulk, that's right. Today we're sharing 5 facts about Devastator. Let me know in the comments which is your favourite version of Devastator, and whether you're excited for the leaks for the Studio Series 86 version. Fact 1. Making his first on-screen appearance in December 1984 in the G1 Sumbo Season 1 episode Heavy Metal War, Devastator's toy was imported by Hasbro in 1985 from Takara's Diaclone toy line. Japanese toy designer Kojin Ono designed Devastator's original toy in 1983 as part of the Diaclone construction vehicle robo assortment, which included the following 6 figures along with blue combiner connector parts. Number 1 Bulldozer, an orange bulldozer which would become Bone Crusher. Number 2 Power Shovel, an orange excavator which would become Scavenger. Number 3 Shovel Dozer, also known as Tractor Shovel, an orange front loader which would become Scrapper. Number 4 Truck Crane, a red crane truck which would become Hook. Number 5 Dump Truck, a red dumper truck which would become Long Haul. Number 6 Mixer Truck, also known as Concrete Mixer, a red concrete mixer which would become Mixmaster. Takara released the Diaclone construction vehicle robo assortment as a gift set at a later date, switching the colours of the number 4 truck crane and number 6 concrete mixer from red to blue and the combiner parts from blue to red. As the first combiner in Transformers, Hasbro didn't just change the names when they imported the toy that would become Devastator, they also switched the colours, giving them a uniform green colour with black and purple combiner parts. This wouldn't be the last time Devastator would see a colour change, as his green got swapped for yellow in Europe when Justra handled the manufacturing. The Constructicons would wear the yellow colour scheme again for their Generation 2 outing, but bizarrely, Hasbro removed their ability to combine into Devastator in Europe. The yellow colour scheme made one more outing in recent years as part of a collaboration with Tonka, with the classic Devastator toy redecoed and sold as the Tonkanator. Fact 2. Combiners, or Gestalts that came out after Devastator, formed part of the Scramble City subline. Although many collectors, myself included, tend to form their combiner in a set way, the gimmick for Scramble City combiners was supposed to be that you could combine them in any way that you like. You just need one leader for the torso and head and 4 regular combiner bots for the limbs. None of them need to be from the same team or had to combine in a specific way. This wasn't the case for the original Devastator toy. You had to combine each Constructicon in a specific way, otherwise he won't form Devastator. Even the legs and arms, which you might think could be swapped from left to right, must go on a specific side. It's also worth noting that Devastator is one of the few combiner teams to consist of 6 bots. A nice side effect of this is, unlike his Scramble City counterparts, all of the G1 Constructicons are roughly the same height, rather than having one large leader and 4 smaller bots. Fact 3. The origin story of the Constructicons in the G1 Sumbo cartoon is one of the better known continuity errors in the show, up there with the Autobots forgetting how to fly. In the Season 1 episode Heavy Metal Wars that introduces the Constructicons, Megatron comments on the time they spent building them in the caverns they're occupying, making a clear statement that the Constructicons are new and just came into existence on Earth. However, in the Season 2 episode, The Secret of Omega Supreme, it's revealed that the Constructicons were on Cybertron 9 million years ago, when they were friends with Omega Supreme, staying true to their name and constructing things. It turns out that Megatron turned them bad and gave them the ability to combine into Devastator. To make matters worse, in the Season 3 episode 5 Faces of Darkness Part 4, we're shown that Megatron was created by 8 Constructicons before the war on Cybertron. So to recap this continuity nightmare, the Constructicons create Megatron on Cybertron before the war. At some point, 2 Constructicons get dropped from the team. Megatron turns the Constructicons bad and gives them the ability to form Devastator. Then the Transformers arrive on Earth, 9 million years pass, and then Megatron builds the Constructicons. Yep, no issues there at all. Fact 4. While he's famous for proclaiming nothing defeats the Devastator, nothing, there is some merit to that claim. The Constructicons are the only Decepticon to appear in all 4 seasons of the G1 Sunbow cartoon and the Transformers the movie. Their fame doesn't stop there. They also went on to appear in the Japanese continuity, showing up in Transformer Zaheda Mesutazu, known retroactively in the West as the Headmasters, the Scramble City OVA, and Transformer Zone. Of course, Devastator has appeared in countless Transformers continuities over the years, often posing a real threat to the Autobots. Still, at least there was only one instance where he had dangling wrecking balls. Fact 5. I usually like to talk about a voice actor for the last fact, but we've got a combiner on our hands today, so I'm going to have to keep the facts about each actor brief. Starting with the leader of the Constructicons, Scrapper was voiced by American actor Michael Bell, who also worked on G.I. Joe, Rugrats, The Smurfs, and the Legacy of Kain video games. Hook and Bone Crusher were voiced by British-born voice actor Neil Ross, who also worked on G.I. Joe, Spider-Man, My Life as a Teenage Robot, and Voltron. Longhaul was voiced by American voice actor Greg Berger, who aside from voicing Grimlock, also worked on Final Fantasy X, Spider-Man the Animated Series, Garfield, The Angry Beavers, and Men in Black the Series. Scavenger was voiced by American voice actor Don Messick, who in addition to voicing Gears and Ratchet also worked on Scooby-Doo, The Flintstones, The Jetsons, Wacky Races, The Smurfs, Tiny Toon Adventures, and Johnny Quest. Mixmaster was voiced by none other than Frank Welker, the American voice actor best known for voicing Megatron, Soundwave, and Galvatron, as well as working on Scooby-Doo, Muppet Babies, Curious George, The Garfield Show, Futurama, The Jetsons, and The Smurfs. Devastator was voiced by American actor Arthur Burkhardt, who also worked on G.I. Joe, Challenge of the GoBots, and Ultimate Spider-Man. It's important to note that Corey Burton also voiced Hook, and Michael Bell also voiced Bone Crusher in certain episodes. This is Prymus84, and you've been watching the 5 Facts of Prymus. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, got anything wrong, if there's anything you want me to cover next.